Welcome to our podcast summary of the episode. We're moving from the age of scaling to the age of research from Dwarkesh Patel with Ilya Sutskever. The link to the full episode is listed in the description below. If you find this content a real time saver to explore new ideas, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. If AI is really as powerful as we're told, if it's truly the stuff of science fiction, then why does the world still feel so normal? This is a paradox that AI pioneer Ilya Sutskever recently tackled. We see headlines about companies investing 1% of the entire global GDP into building AI. We're told we're living through a revolution. But as Sutskever notes, the whole thing feels strangely abstract. We see the news, but we don't really feel the impact. Not yet. And that disconnect between the hype and the reality is the single most important clue to understanding where AI is today and where it's headed next. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a recent, incredibly dense conversation with AI pioneer Ilya Sutskever. His perspective isn't just informed, it's foundational. Going to unpack his diagnosis of AI's current limitations, his historical framing of the entire field, and his vision for what comes next. And that vision suggests we're moving beyond an era of simply making models bigger and entering a new, more challenging age of fundamental research. Let's start with the central puzzle. On one hand, today's models are acing incredibly difficult tests. On the other hand, their real-world economic impact seems to be, in his words, dramatically behind. Understanding this gap is the key. How can a model solve a complex coding problem, but then get stuck in a simple loop, repeating the same mistake over and over? Sutskever gives a great example. You ask an AI to fix a bug, and it introduces a second one. Point out the new bug and it reverts, bringing back the first one. He offers two explanations. First, the way we train models can make them too narrowly focused, optimizing them for one goal, but making them blind to the broader context. Second, and this is a powerful idea, he suggests we, the human researchers, are the ones reward hacking. By obsessing over benchmark scores, we're training models to be brilliant test takers, not brilliant problem solvers. We're teaching them to pass the exam, not to understand the subject. To make this clear, Sutskever uses a great analogy. Imagine two students. The first practices for 10,000 hours, memorizing every algorithm, become one of the best in the world through brute force. This is our current AI. The second student only practices for 100 hours, but has what Sutskever calls a deeper, flexible understanding. Which one will have a better career? The second student, of course. That factor is generalization, and our AIs don't have it. This failure to generalize, Ilya argues, proves the entire strategy of the last 5 years has hit a wall. This brings us to his historical view of AI. He says, the age of scaling, the strategy of the last 5 years, is running out of steam. He breaks it down into 3 eras. First, the age of research from 2012 to 2020, a time of tinkering and discovery that gave us breakthroughs like AlexNet. Second, the age of scaling from 2020 to now, dominated by the belief that more data plus more compute equals better results. It was a perfect low-risk strategy for big companies. But now, he argues, we're in the 3rd era, the return to research. We're running out of high-quality data, and the easy gains are gone. The bottleneck is no longer resources. It's a lack of fundamental new ideas. So what's the new grand challenge? For Ilya Sutskever, the answer is clear: solving generalization. This is the absolute key to unlocking the next level of AI capability. He holds up human learning as the gold standard. We learn complex brand new skills like math and coding with staggering efficiency. Contrast this with our current models, which he says just generalize dramatically worse than people. This leads him to champion a new concept: continual learning. His vision isn't an AI that knows everything, but a superintelligent 15-year-old, an entity with a superior ability to learn any job. The goal isn't to ship a finished encyclopedia. It's to ship the ultimate learning algorithm. But if you succeed in creating an AI that can learn like a human, you also create a profound safety challenge. Sutskever is blunt. The whole problem is the power. He suggests a fascinating alignment strategy. Instead of trying to align an AI to complex human values, we should build an AI that is robustly aligned to care about sentient life specifically. His logic is that an AI would likely model others using the same circuits it uses to model itself, creating a natural basis for empathy. So how do we get there safely? First, through incremental deployment, showing the world powerful AI gradually so society can adapt. Second, he predicts that fierce competitors will begin to collaborate on safety as the shared risk becomes too great. And in the very long term, he suggests a solution he admits he doesn't like. Humans may need to merge with AI through advanced brain-computer interfaces to remain participants. So, to sum it up, the era of easy gains from scaling is ending, and we're back in an age of research. The central challenge is generalization, creating AI that learns efficiently like a human. And the path forward requires gradual deployment and collaboration, aiming to build AI that cares for all sentient life. Ilya Sutskever's full conversation is packed with even more nuance, and I highly encourage you to watch it. What do you think of his vision? Is the age of scaling truly over? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.